Hey guys, welcome to Turn Heal. Welcome to the place where we turn heal over to self-love and unity consciousness. Hope all is well. Luck here. Yes, I am still in low power mode. I know that if I don't do this laying down, it ain't gonna get done. Okay, I don't know if this new moon in Libra is doing this for you guys as well, but it just put me on my ass. Okay. Happy new moon in Libra. All right, let's go. I come to you, humble God, thanking you for your divine guidance, providing messages of divine light, divine love in accordance with your divine will. What is it that we need to know? Thank you so much. What's that? If it fell on the floor, it was about to be over. Like reading done. All right, we have Root Girl coming through. The disowned self. All right. This is given the energy of shadow work. It's like the completion of shadow work is what I'm getting here as well. Acceptance. I'm getting radical acceptance at the end of the shadow work. All right. Once you go through the once you go through the shadow work, at the end it's like you meet yourself on the other side. That's what I'm getting. You meet yourself on the other side. Your full self. Oh, come on. Come on, man. Don't make this an emotional reading. Wow, radical acceptance coming through, beloveds. Radical acceptance. Okay. That's what this is all about. Just accepting yourself for who you are in all of its glory and majesty. The good, bad, and the ugly. All of it. Just accepting yourself, all right? We have jeweled web connectivity coming through. Very nice. Things start to make more sense. Oh, this feels emotional. My gosh. All right. No. It feels like, golly. All right. It feels like there's some moments, there might be some moments of emotional purging that has to happen here. As you go through this, it's okay. This hugging your inner child energy, this hugging yourself energy, this just telling yourself it's all right. Also noticing, I always want to talk about shadow work in a way of like seeing the opposite side of the coin. Let's say if you have some negative or undesirable traits, seeing the other side of that is a blessing too. Understanding why that is, how that could be used for good, for example. Like if somebody has a way with words, right? Yeah, if someone they have this gift of persuasion, that person using it for bad, it could be them being a really good liar, right? Or they can use it for good, which is, I don't know, teaching. All right, entertaining, whatever the case is. All right, so it's understanding the benefits of the parts of our shadow and learning how to use it in the right way. Okay. Wow. Okay. Wow. Cosmic womb, the divine feminine coming through. Very nice. All right. All right. I'm sorry. All right. What have we manifested in the previous moon cycle? What have we manifested in? Okay, there we go. That came out really quickly. All right, Two of Swords. This Two of Swords energy is feeling like a crossroads. That is going to turn into a breakthrough. All right. The Two of Swords in a verse can be a breakthrough, but it's coming out upright. We have to make the choice to go through this tunnel. This feels like we hit this crossroads of, do you want to step into this journey of acceptance? Or do you, okay. I just did the weekly reading, right? I did the weekly reading and it talked about remaining stagnant or taking a leap. In this moment, this going stagnant or taking a leap is staying the same and still getting the same results, or flipping the script and getting something different. Flipping the script and getting something different requires a relinquishing of guilt about who we've been, and understanding that we do deserve better. We deserve better. Okay. When we come to terms with who we are, then we can go for more. See, that's really interesting that it's coming through like that. I would have never connected those dots, but wow. Okay. And that's why jeweled connectivity, jeweled web is coming through. It is connected. It's connected. It's something about whatever we held ourselves up about, the things, the parts of us that we didn't feel comfortable with. It was a reason that's, for some reason, that was a reason why we didn't allow ourselves to go for certain things. Feeling like you don't deserve love, for example, it stems from not accepting a certain parts of you. You didn't accept certain parts of you, so you're like, other people won't accept it neither, so other people won't love me, therefore I am unlovable. And it stopped you from opening up and being vulnerable to love. That's an example there. Obviously it can apply to other things like money. Why won't you go for the dream, right? It's like, well, I don't, whatever. You fill in the blanks, okay? Fill in the blanks there. But the radical acceptance of our shadow has a direct correlation with honoring our desires and believing that we deserve more in this world. All right, cool. Anyway, so that's the crossroads. This is a huge step here. This is a big one. Okay, well, now with that Four of Cups coming through, the reason why this is now opening up, we might not have, or why this is showing up in this reading right now, I don't think that we were completely aware of our limitations, okay? We weren't completely aware of this correlation of our dark side, our darker sides, and how we treated ourselves as a result. That's what it is. That's about to be highlighted. That, oh my gosh, there's some shame about my shadow. And because of that, I would sabotage things. Because of that, I didn't think I was good enough. Or I didn't feel like I was deserving. So I never honored my emotions, or whatever the case is. It's something, yeah, okay, fine. So now that's being highlighted, and now we have a choice. I don't know if we came to this crossroads before. All right? This shame about this shadow work. This isn't saying like this is the first time that we've done shadow work, right? We've had moments where we had to strip away certain things within our shadow, transmute certain energies, so on and so forth. But this is a deeper understanding as to why we had to go through the shadow work. This is a deeper level of stripping our shadow. It's not even stripping the shadow, it's accepting it. It's really just accepting it. It's accepting the shadow. Accepting yourself for who you are. In all of it. Okay. But yeah, so if you found yourself telling yourself a story of why you always missed out on certain things, do something different. Do it. All right, that's the energy coming through. We're being challenged to step out of who we are and be more. Okay. All right now. What's up? Nothing flipped up? Oh, okay. What else? I could have sworn something flipped around. Moon card. Knight of Cups. Justice card. These are a lot of cards. Okay. Justice card. This is Libra energy here. This is Libra energy, the Justice card, right? Pretty okay, fuck that. All right, but yeah, pretty much it's about being balancing the scales, because both sides are necessary. Your dark and your light, they're both necessary. And that's back to what I was saying, where part of accepting your shadow is knowing how it can be useful. How it could be useful on the next leg of your journey. There's going to be a need sometimes to be super open and vulnerable, and there's going to be moments where you have to strong arm or set boundaries or be more assertive, right? There's certain times where you have to be passive, sometimes you have to be assertive, whatever the case is. That knowledge and the discernment needed to use whichever side is necessary in that moment, that skill set needs to be refined before we move into the next leg of our journey. There's gifts in our shadow, this moon card coming through, and it is necessary to start activating and start refining it. So this might actually come through with a decision that we have to make, like, now, right? And this will start like a new day. So I know I talked with you guys as far as a weekly energy, where it's the leaping. The leaping is the gift. So if you make a choice, if there's a choice that you need to make and setting a proper boundary somewhere, for example, doing that will activate this refinement in the mastery of your dark and your light, and it'll set you on this new path of moving in the world differently. Is what I feel. This is like flexing a new muscle. This just feels like a brand new. This is an opportunity that has opened up where we can just show up differently in the world. Back to this resetting energy. This is like a cosmic reset, a cosmic opportunity here to just be someone different. As I lay here in this kimono doing a reading. Oh man. Okay. All right. Well, this is more, I guess, once again, demonstrating the reading, I guess. Okay. All right. Shit. Magician. This is what's emerging here, the Magician card. This new sense of power needed. I had a conversation with someone about showing up, let's say at a job, right? Being super helpful at the job, helping others out of the good, and it might appear to be doing it out of the goodness of your heart, for example, when on the flip side, you do have ambition, and you know that helping others will serve you as well. And I had this conversation with someone about that, like, you can be both. Of course, some people can be fake, right? They can fake help people and just be self-serving. But there's a need to have that balance of both. Like, you can have ambition. I think we're more familiar with the concept of being selfishly ambitious. But you can be ambitious and then on the flip side, know that your ambition can help others at the same time. For example, me doing this channel, I know that this is helping people and I am doing it for the love, but also I want to get paid for these videos, right? So it's finding that balance there. And it's like, I can be just completely altruistic and say, no ads, it's fine, right? I don't care about getting paid. I can do that. but that's going too far to the right. Or I can say, no, I'm going to just do the only types of videos that make money. I know what works. I'm going to just go straight for the marketing, right? And that's just going too far left. But finding that balance in between, using this, the more masculine or the darker ambition, you know, the things that satisfy my human desires, and then going for the things that satisfy my altruistic nature. You know, having the desire to do both, that is empowering with the Magician card. Okay, so that's what's emerging. Okay, I love this reading. I love this reading. Cool. All right, what else? We have the Eight of Wands coming through. We have the Temperance at the bottom of the, we have the Temperance here coming out in reverse. I'm going to look into that. Why is that Temperance coming out in reverse? Ooh. All right. I think this is going to be a bit of a balancing act, okay? Because this is new, this is full energy, right? So something that's new. So it seems as if with this new empowerment, we're going to want to plow ahead with this new idea or this new way of looking at the world, this new way of showing up in the world, right? With this new power. Continue to balance it, because we do have the Devil card coming out with the Temperance card. It is going to feel empowering, like we have all the answers, sway, right? It does unlock a new way of being that makes you feel like, it'll make us feel like we got it all figured out. That's what I'm getting. It's going to make us feel like we got it all figured out. But we do have to continue to check in, because that shadow... that shadow is still a shadow. That shadow is still a shadow. As long as we're using it in the right way, so on and so forth. But this shadow can still have this inclination to go a little bit far left. Okay, so let's just still be mindful of that. I feel like we might run into... it might be a little bit wonky in the beginning. Anytime we're in full energy, it's like having a new weapon, right? Having a new weapon. It's just giving me the energy of, like, you say you give a kid like a sword, right? They don't really know how to use it. It's too big for them. They don't know how to handle it yet. It's page energy, right? It's like not really knowing how to handle that power. Okay. Not knowing how to handle that power and then having to reel it back in is what I feel. But that's okay. That's what I'm getting. It's just something to be mindful of. We have to keep checking ourselves. Whew. All right. This is a motherfucking balancing act. That's what this is. Y'all talking about a balancing act. New power, more responsibility. More power, more accountability. You're going to have to hold yourself more accountable. Once you step into this arena, if you go down this path, because how it feels is, this is like a tunnel. We're at the beginning of a tunnel, and at the end of the tunnel, you are going to have to do like the last leg of shadow work. At the end, there's you fully, wholly, right? But it doesn't mean that the journey is over, right? But it might feel like that. For some reason, it might feel like that. So what I'm getting is a bit of overconfidence. Okay, that's what I'm getting. It might be a bit of overconfidence due to your power. I don't see it being misused. We do have the Magician upright, which is great, with the Eight of Wands, which is great. It's just a new sense of confidence in the world. It's just something clicking within you, about you, all right? Releasing certain things that just was holding you back, limiting belief systems about yourself, and then you feel unstoppable. That's what it is. Feeling unstoppable, but it can go into a shadow realm, so just be careful with that. Oh my God. Oh gosh. Okay, what's the blockage? Jeez. Oh, thanks for the heads up. What's the blockage? That's a Nine of Wands. It's just being in a better place because of it. That Nine of Wands is coming out. I mean, it's letting go of the blockage, as I mentioned, the struggle mode with the Queen of Swords. It's because it's so much clarity. So much clarity comes in after radical acceptance. It's all right. If you guys have watched The Boys, all right, if you've watched The Boys, and this is not the best example because the character that I'm about to talk about is a little bit of a villain. But if you watch The Boys, I just want to illustrate how dangerous or how lovely this radical acceptance can be. All right. If you watch The Boys, the show on Apple Plus or Netflix or whatever, I don't remember. It's about a bunch of superheroes, right? Real life superheroes. And the blonde one, I forgot his name, but the Captain America type. He is a bit of a tyrant. And he's always been trying to hold it back. It was the shadow side of him, but he was already kind of being the shadow in a bad way. And he gets to a point, sorry for the spoiler, but he's getting to the point of radical acceptance of this tyrant energy. That's a negative way of where it could go. But so we have to be mindful of that. What do we accept yourself, but also check yourself, okay? Okay. Because the radical acceptance of this is who I am, and people accept me for being a villain, that just empowers this person to be more of a villain. So this is why it can go either way. Of course, with this Libra energy, golly, this reading, this energy is tricky. Okay, this is really okay. This can go either way. There's a trickiness to accepting your shadow. Like it comes with a caveat. Like, yes, accept all that you are, but it's not like accept it and continue to be it. It's like accept it because then that can help you check it and tame it when it gets out of control. All right, anyway, so it leads to such a level of clarity and acceptance of oneself that it just kind of helps you bulldoze your previous limitations in life. If your limited belief systems had you struggling money-wise, right? However it showed up in your life, or struggling in love or whatever, now those issues are going to get bulldozed because you have this new mindset here. So it does lead to feeling unstoppable. Like, who's going to stop me? I mean, I love this energy. It just seems like we're going to have to know how to reel it in, okay? There's just going to be a new cycle where we have to learn how to deal with this new level of clarity, sense of self. Okay. We're going to always have to learn how to just keep it grounded here, okay? This is if you choose, okay? Because not everyone's going to take this step and walk through that tunnel of self-acceptance. Not everyone's going to do that, all right? But these are for the people who actually choose to go down this path, this next leg in their spiritual journey. It is empowering. It is empowering. With the Hangman, I feel like, it's just a new perspective. The whole world is going to look different. The whole world is going to open up because of this. It's opportunities that are probably already there, but you might not have seen it because of your limited perspective. Your perspective changed, and now things that didn't feel like opportunities before are now becoming opportunities. The impossible is going to start feeling possible. Yeah. All right. So this could lead to a little bit of overconfidence. Okay. All right. Where we at next? What are we failing to see? This is an interesting reading, I must say. What are we failing to see? Seven of Pentacles coming out in reverse. You're seeing all the things that you fumbled. All the things that we fumbled. See, this is the opposite. I asked, what are we failing to see? But I feel like these are things that we didn't see before. They're about to become clear. The things that we fumbled because of our limited belief systems, as I mentioned, things that weren't opportunities before, weren't perceived opportunities. They're now going to show up as such, okay? It's like collecting. That's what it feels like. It's like I'm collecting all the coins. I'm collecting everything that was owed. I'm collecting everything that I deserve. Like, it can go into that level of empowerment. It's awesome. Everything that was lost. Yeah, we have that Five of Pentacles coming out here. Some of you guys, just be mindful of, like, this doesn't necessarily mean go back into the past and try to right wrongs in the past. It doesn't necessarily mean that, but I feel like some people might go to that point, like going back to, let's say, exes and saying, hey, look at me now, I'm different, right? But it does have a little bit of that energy, like, okay, I fumbled certain things in the past, I'm gonna go back, because some of those opportunities are no longer there. I think the biggest thing here is, with this new level of confidence, you keep looking ahead. Look forward, okay? I feel like new opportunities are on the horizon. Now you're going to be in the mindset where you can see that, so you won't fumble the new ones. Don't worry about the old ones. Keep moving forward. What's the advice? All right. So this is like kind of a callback to this week's reading, energy of the week reading, with this King of Wands, because it ended with the King of Wands. This reading ended with the King of Wands, and the weekly reading ended with the King of Wands as well. Pretty much this is the result of our jumping. This is a result of choosing ourselves. This is a result of radical acceptance. King of Wands energy upright, okay? King of Wands energy upright, feeling powerful, feeling confident, feeling unstoppable. I love this. I love this energy. And it probably starts off with a bit of an emotional purge of sorts. It starts with you having this moment, this heart to heart with yourself. Like, look, I love you. I accept you. Whatever you done did, whoever you were, whatever. We're going to start new. I'm giving you grace. Please give yourself grace, okay? That will trigger this moment. This feels explosive. This feels like a revolution of self. All right, this is awesome. All right, well, let me know what y'all think. Shit, this is great. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment, add me on IG, Taryn Hill. If you want a personal reading, check out the info box below. If you want to be an angel donor, check out the Patreon link below. All right, thank you so much. Till we meet again. Peace.